is enough said.
Happy Wednesday, Heat Nation. Hump day. Yo, boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, don't forget to show some support. Like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Heat Nation, I know we're feeling great today. Did y'all see that game yesterday? Did you guys see that Miami Heat win? What's up? Are you confused? So am I. Psych. For those of you that did not see it on yesterday's episode, I made a huge mistake. I said that the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers were playing yesterday. I actually mixed my days up. I'm sorry, you guys. WrestleMania hangover got me. Had a long weekend. Fun weekend, might I add. But it was long. So mixed my days around. My apologies, you guys. A lot of you were quick to let me know in the comments, so you guys were hilarious. But the game is actually tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, guys, please join me as we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Look, the game's tonight, but in yesterday's episode, I gave that like a full brush. I talked about my thoughts about the game, so if you didn't see that episode, go check it out. It was funny as hell because I got the days wrong. Check out the comments. One comment that I do want to put on the spotlight was actually from my wife, Amy Valle 590. I love you, babe. Always supporting me. Gets into the comments, makes me laugh. She actually said, WrestleMania threw us out of whack, but tomorrow should be interesting. I know that he can sneak a few wins and surprise everybody, with a little smiley emoji. Love you, babe. But yeah, I mean, look, I agree with Amy, you guys, and I agree with a lot of you. I mean, the Heat can definitely win tonight. Are they going to win this series? I'd give it about like a 25% chance. You know, Cleveland is tough. They're the number one seed. We don't have Jimmy Butler anymore. So you're really lacking that guy. Cleveland is a great offensive team, but they're also a great defensive team. You saw with guys like Isaiah Okoro, DeAndre Hunter, they throw a lot of bodies at Tyler Herro. And it made Tyler Herro's life difficult. In his last game against Cleveland, Tyler scores 21 points, 38% from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Not like Tyler Herro's game. So Tyler's going to have a much better game, and that's going to all have to be around Coach Spoelstra. Coach Spo is going to have to find an offense that is designed to catering towards Tyler Herro. He's going to have to set multiple screens. It's not going to be easy, you guys. It's not like Tyler Herro can't break out and have an amazing game, but it's like I've said before, in order for the Heat to win this series against Cleveland, they have to play 4 perfect games, or hope that Cleveland play 4 terrible games. The likelihood of that happening is very slim, but this all falls on Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro needs to take that assertiveness. He needs to get to the next level. This is what great players do. When they're marked by adversity, when they're hampered by adversity, they step up in other ways. Tyler Herro has got to find a way to get to the line more. This is what I feel is Tyler Herro's problem. You know, he's had a great season this year, all-star season, averaging 24 points a game, 5.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 47% from the field, 37.5% from the three-point line, and 88% from the free throw line. 1 steal a game also. So he's had a very great season. But the one thing about Tyler Herro is that he needs to get to the line more. He needs to be able to get down to the paint, get hit, get an and one, go to the line. That was a big thing about Jimmy Butler's game, and that's something that superstars do. Tyler needs to be able to attempt at least 8 to 10 free throw attempts a game. He doesn't. He attempts about 3 to 4. And that's because he's counting on his three-point shots, his floaters. He doesn't really get to the paint and bang in because he's not that big. He's a small dude. And this is going to kind of get to the segue of today's episode. Because a lot of us have talked about this throughout the regular season, but we haven't really talked about it in full detail. Tyler Herro is coming up for an extension this offseason. Tyler Herro is due to earn a 3-year contract worth $150 million for an extension this season. Now, currently Tyler Herro, he did sign a 4-year contract with the Miami Heat back in 2023. The final year of that contract, he has 2 more years left in that contract. The contract does end in 2027. Now, he's up for a 3-year extension. So you can add 3 years to that. And that's going to be $50 million per season that you're going to be paying him with that extension. So the question is, should the Miami Heat give Tyler Herro that extension when it's coming up in October? Now, the Heat don't have to. He still has 2 more years left in his contract. But if we know anything about today's NBA, you guys, this is what stars want. This is what players want. When they're due for an extension, they want it now. And if they don't get it, like we saw with Jimmy Butler, they can make life difficult. Requesting trades, not showing up when they need to. It's just the way the NBA is now. When I started watching basketball in the mid-90s, players played out their contracts. If they couldn't get a contract extension, what they would do is ball out and then get money from another place or get traded to another place because they boost their value so high. In today's NBA, these prima donnas, what they do is they just value their name. Jimmy Butler showed the whole world what he can do in the 2023 playoffs. So instead of stepping up this year and showing everyone again what he can do to get that bag this offseason, he just checked out and said, if you don't want to pay me, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to give it my all. Trade me, and then I'll give it my all somewhere else. Because you know a team will be desperate enough to add a superstar player like that. And that's what happened. That's the world that we live in today's NBA. So Pat Riley's going to have to make a decision. Is it time to extend Tyler Herro? Or is it possibly time to move him? Now, Tyler Herro did comment on this yesterday. This was reported by Anthony Chang, one of the biggest Miami Heat reporters out there. Tyler Herro said, I'm going to let my agent and the organization figure that out. Everyone knows I want to be here long term, and I'm definitely excited to see what they have to say for the extension. See if they want me here as much as I want to be here. End quote. That right there tells me that he wants his money. Right there. That end quote where he says, I'm definitely excited to see what they have to say for the extension. See if they want me here as much as I want to be here. That is Tyler Herro telling the team, I want to be here. If you want to keep me, pay me. Does Tyler Herro deserve $50 million per season? Sure. I'm not going to knock the kid. When you look at his numbers, these are all-star numbers. But $50 million a season, you guys, that's what you pay to your superstar level player. Jimmy Butler was making $48 million this season. We're going to pay Tyler Herro that. And it's not going to be for next year, the year after that. That contract's going to kick in the 2028 season when Tyler Herro's 27 years old. So you will be paying him until his 30th birthday. So you're going to have Tyler Herro for his prime here. But if you pay Tyler Herro this extension, you guys, and you already given Bam Adebayo this extension, which he's locked in for the next 5 years, you are building a core between Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo. We've seen what this core can do at best without Jimmy Butler. Last year, they were bounced 4-1 in a first-round matchup against Boston. This year, they're an 8th seed again, playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which most likely they'll probably lose 5 or 6 games. I feel they can shock the world, but they may not have enough firepower to win this series. So what do? You're looking into the offseason to make a potential trade. Who can you add with Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo? If you're able to trade for, let's say, a Kevin Durant and Anthony Edwards, let's say the Miami Heat make a huge splash and make a trade, then maybe you can give Tyler Herro that extension, because now you're going to be building a core of Tyler Herro, Bam Adebayo, and said superstar if you trade for him. But if you don't, maybe it's time for the Miami Heat to look at this situation and think, with Tyler Herro having the season that he just had, what is the best value we can get for him? Because if you're able to trade for a Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards, a superstar level guard player, why would you pair that player up with Tyler Herro? If you're going to get a Ja Morant or an Anthony Edwards, what you want in the backcourt is somebody who's a versatile defender, which is not something that Tyler Herro is known for. Tyler Herro has increased his value. Remember, you guys, in 2023 in the offseason, when this whole Damian Lillard saga was going on, you couldn't find a trade for Tyler Herro because of the injuries, because of how fragile he was being labeled. Now, after the season he had, playing 77 games, an all-star level season, clutch games, game-winning shots, Tyler Herro's value, it's at its highest right now. In 2023, you guys, when we were talking about trading Tyler Herro, there was just crickets. There was just noise. I don't think his value is going to get this high again. So the Miami Heat are going to have to make a very difficult decision because I know Tyler Herro is going to want that money. I don't think Pat Riley's going to be able to get him to wait on this. So it's either pay him or trade him. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Would you be okay with the Miami Heat giving Tyler Herro this maximum extension? Or do you think with his value being the highest that it is right now, maybe it's trying to trade him? Maybe it's time to include Tyler Herro in some of these packages for a superstar level player. Because let's be honest, if Minnesota doesn't beat the Lakers and Anthony Edwards asks out, you're going to have to compete with a lot of teams to trade for Minnesota. And I said this a lot, especially in the 2023 offseason. For those that have been following me, you remember this. Tyler Herro is an amazing all-star level player. In a team like Detroit, Minnesota, San Antonio, those mid-bottom level teams, kind of like what the Heat is right now. You're seeing what you're getting from Tyler Herro. But is he a guy that can lead a team to a championship? No. He can be an amazing second piece. So if the Miami Heat can get a superstar level player this offseason and keep Bam and Tyler, well, you have your build there. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we continue our push for 6,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. I am praying for a Miami Heat win tonight. Game wasn't yesterday, it was tonight. So let's go, Heat Nation, and that is enough said.